Drilling for oil off the coast of Tampa Bay. Well, tonight, local Republican and Democrat leaders both sending a united message to Washington.
In fact, about 15 minutes, Governor Scott will meet with Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke to discuss the topic. The concern here comes as the federal government plans to roll back regulations. Tourist and hotel managers tell Action News reporter Adam Weiner they don't like the sound of that.
We love it here. It's beautiful. We have a nice, beautiful room overlooking the ocean.
If you lived in Chicago, you might visit Florida every winter too if you could. But there was one year Kathy Clem hesitated. It was right after the 2010 BP oil spill in the Gulf.
Because I remember a lot of people were afraid to come back down here even to eat the seafood.
Fortunately, no oil made it to the beaches of Pinellas County.
But the economic damages that occurred from that were, catastrophic.
Keith Overton says tourists were scared to come to Florida that year, and as president of the Tradewinds Resort in St. Pete Beach, he pays close attention to anything that impacts what he sees as the Florida brand.
Sunshine, blue skies, sugary white sand beaches, and anything that could threaten that will threaten the entire state's economy.
The plan by the Department of the Interior would allow oil drilling near Florida's Gulf coastline for the first time in decades. Florida Democrats and Republicans in Congress signed this letter urging the department to reconsider. Even Governor Rick Scott says he opposes the plan to drill, which the federal government promises would create new jobs and help the country become more energy independent.
There's plenty of ways for us to extract that without coming into nearshore waters of Florida and putting our state's economy at risk.
Now, there is a legislative solution. Congresswoman Kathy Castor has proposed a federal ban on oil drilling in the Gulf of Mexico within 125 miles of the Florida coastline. That proposed ban would need to be voted on soon because if the Department of the Interior's plan moves forward, drilling in the eastern part of the Gulf could begin as soon as 2019. In St. Pete Beach, Adam Weiner, ABC Action News.